Hello children, today we will try to attempt the writing section with sample questions and answers for you. First of all, we have the first question, that is the note making. This is the format of the note making question. You have to supply the main heading, the title, then the first heading and the second heading. In the first heading, under the first heading you have to give the subheadings and the relevant points and so on. We have a solved example for you here. This is the passage. First of all, you have to read the following passage carefully and answer the question that follow. This is more about the influence of faith and languages on educations and how educationists and the task of the teachers is defined. See, the question will be like this. On the basis of your reading of the above passage, makes notes on it in points only using heading and subheadings. Also use recognizable abbreviations wherever necessary and supply a title to it. That is very important. You also have to write a summary of the above passage in not more than 80 words. Please adhere to the word limit, it is very important. So the title will be according to that passage, Influence of Faiths and Languages on Education. Then the notes will come. These are the main headings: worry of our educationists, the task of teaching and spiritual needs of school children. And then the subheadings, say for example, problem of religion and moral education and innumerable faiths and variety of languages. Please note, there are so many recognizable abbreviations that we are using. Similarly, we will expound the second and the third heading, and then we will give the key to the abbreviations that have been used. Here for example, EDN is used for education, LANGS is used for languages, innumerable uses the abbreviation INNUM and so on. And then in the end you have to give the summary in not more than 80 words. You don't have to refer to any examples or stories, only the main gist of the paragraph with the main points should be included. Now the second question, in the first question in the writing section, the notice. In the notice section you have, this is the format. Please remember, most importantly, you have to put the notice in a box. See, the question is, you are Rekha or Rahul, in charge of Cultural Committee of National Public School, Bilaspur. You have been asked to notify the students of your school about the inter-school cultural fiesta. Write a notice in not more than 50 to 60 words, including relevant details from the letter your principal received recently. So first of all, in the box there will be the name of the school. Here in this case it is National Public School, Bilaspur. Then the notice you have to write, and then the title of the event, and then the date. Then you have to give all the relevant information, the date, time, when, where, who, what, and then end it with your name or the name that has been given in the question and the designation. That's all. Now we come to the advertisement, as again it should be in a box, and then you will have, this is a situation vacant advertisement for your reference. See, this is written, you have to give all the information that is required, the time, the contact number, address, and that's all. The heading has to be given like this, situation vacant. In the poster section, what exactly is a poster? It is a card or a play card carrying an announcement. A good poster should catch the attention of the passerby, so you have to make it attractive and colorful, and it is used to promote a product, event or a sentiment or some kind of social cause. It should have a striking design. Say for example, this is the example of earthquakes warning. So you have to write warning, warning, and you can be creative in it, but you have to be colorful and you have to give all the information that is required. This is another poster where use of energy is highlighted. It is issued by the Green Earth Eco Club Dubai, and how this has been formatted. And if you are not able to add images, of course you can add basic illustrations, or you can even let go of it. You will be tested for your information and how you present it, not for the illustrations. Don't waste time on that. Then we have the formal letter. The basic letter format is the same for all formal letters, be it letter to editor, be it business letters, or be it ordering or accepting orders. This is the format. The sender's address comes on the right top. then the date, then the receiver's address, then the subject, and then the salutation. Again, the body of the letter should have introduction, main content, and the conclusion. Then the salutation, the complimentary close, thanking you, and yours sincerely, faithfully, or truly, and then your name and designation. This is the standard format of a formal letter. This is the example of the formal letter that you have. We follow the full block cover. This is the same example. The address, the date, the receiver's address, and the salutation, then the letter, body of the letter with all the information that is relevant, and then your complimentary close, signature, and your designation. Now we have a report sample. This is a sample question. As a member of the NSS group of your school, write a report for your school magazine on a recently organized blood donation camp. In a report, what you have to remember is that you have to give the title, who has written it, the writer's name, the designation of the writer, and the place and date. And rest you can write the body of the letter and include all the relevant important information, and even a incident you can relate. This is the sample of the report that you have again for your reading. This is the date, who has written it, what was it regarding, and then the report. Now this is an article that you have write. You can either write an article, a speech, or a report. So this is an article. The article is very simply written. It has the title, the writer's name, and then the paragraph, the body. It is the introductory paragraph. You have to write about the introduction, what is the topic you're writing about. Then the middle paragraphs where you can expound what you are writing about, and then conclude it suitably. Similarly, there is a speech. The content remains the same, only the format changes. Now you have to give the title and address the listeners. Good morning everyone, or address the principal or the speaker or the listeners who are sitting for you, audiences. Then you make the opening lines in the body and conclude it, and also remember to use the closing note, that is thank you. Now we come to the formal invitations. There are many types of invitations. This is a formal invitation of a card type system, where the principal of the Gayatri Devi school, which is holding its 40th Founders Day, is inviting everyone. The Chief Minister of Delhi has also agreed to be the chief guest. So it will be from the principal, staff and students of Gayatri Devi Senior School, Delhi. You mention the event, the date, the venue, and the chief guest who has consented to be the guest there. Also, you have to give the RSVP, where to contact for confirmation of the invitation, and any additional information that is there. That is, the guests are requested to be in their seats by this time, and this is valid for 2 people. These are additional informations which have to be mentioned at the end. This is an informal invitation. The Mrs. and Mr. John Huntington Smith request the honor of Miss Pauline presence at the marriage of their daughter Mary Catherine to Mr. James. See, here you have to see the host, the invitee, the event, who are invited, who are inviting you, the event, and then the date and the venue and the time. This all has to be included in the invitation. These are the replies to the card type invitation, where you can either accept or refuse. When you are accepting, then you have to also confirm the venue and the time, and when you are rejecting, you have to give, when you are refusing, you have to give the reason for a proper refusal. Also again confirm the time and express your regret. That is very important. This is another format of a formal invitation. This is a letter format. It basically follows the business letter format, the formal letter format, same as the address of the person, the subject, the salutation, the information, the venue, the who, what, where and when, venue, where, what time, and then your close and your designation. And if there is a copy to someone, the same information is also mentioned here, and the designation of the office. This is a formal type letter invitation. These are the formal type letter of regret if you have to refuse. Same, the address, the sender's address, the receiver's address, the subject, and you have to then inform that you cannot attend because of some prior engagement, give a suitable reason, and then convey your blessings, etc., and finish the letter. Similarly, in the letter of acceptance, you accept the invitation and you will consent, also confirm again the venue and all, and close it. Now we have the factual description format. That is very easy. When you are writing a factual description, it is better to have it split in 4 paragraphs. The first paragraph should have introduction of the topic, that is describe in detail. The second paragraph should describe in detail. Any additional information should be in the third, and then you have the fourth paragraph, which is the conclusion. Don't forget to use the title in the beginning and underline it. That's all for the writing section. I hope these samples will help you.